Dolly Parton, a rhinestone-encrusted sunbeam who could brighten any space with her radiant smile, upbeat humor, and distinctive voice, has been a sparkling representation of hope for decades. She has persevered through the highs and lows of the entertainment industry by retaining the enthusiasm, tenacity, and unwavering heart that she renownedly weaves into each song. However, fans have become concerned in recent months. Known for her boundless enthusiasm, Dolly has discreetly withdrawn from public appearances, missing occasions that she used to greet with open arms. Now that she's missing yet another planned engagement, people are wondering if America's adored country queen is still having health problems. The murmurs started off as a slight stir, nothing more than kind worry from devoted followers. However, the rustle gets louder each time Dolly cancels. And it's hard to ignore this time. A queen who seldom cancels. Up until this point last week, Dolly Parton's team announced that she will not be going to the special charity dinner in Nashville, which she has been supporting for over 10 years. Although the notice was succinct and formal, indicating that she was unable to attend due to ongoing health considerations, insiders speculate that the adored icon has been slowed down by persistent physical problems. Slowing down is nearly unnatural for someone like Dolly, whose schedule usually resembles a carnival of obligations, appearances, performances, and charitable events. She used to quip that she requires less rest than a hummingbird and barely gets 3 to 4 hours of sleep per night. People therefore take attention when Dolly skips even one event. When does she miss a few? People are concerned. The burden of a lifetime of employment, even though Dolly Parton will turn 80 in a few years, she rarely seems to be shaped by time the way other people are. She exudes the same carefree charm from her early Grand Ole Opry days when she takes the stage. She has put in more effort than most, yet beneath the feathers and sparkles, she is still a person. Dolly has fought back problems, minor surgeries, vocal strain, and the unavoidable effects of a life spent traveling, being in the spotlight, and having a strict schedule over the years. She perseveres through nearly everything, according to those who know her well. She will claim to be resting if she is seated. She will claim to be working if she is taking a break. She will also claim that she is simply having fun if she is working. However, even icons have their limitations. According to people close to her, she has been experiencing exceptional levels of exhaustion this year. Her staff has recommended that she avoid back-to-back commitments, cut back on flights, and take lengthier pauses. We don't know this Dolly. But maybe this is the Dolly we've always known. Tough, tenacious, and unyielding enough to press on even when her body cries out for her to slow down. Fans start making connections. When word spread that she had skipped the event, social media went crazy. Concern, affection, and unwavering support were conveyed by fans. I hope Dolly gets the rest she needs. She has provided us with everything. Her health always comes first. We just need her okay. We don't need her at events. Many have noted that Dolly had missed a number of events this year, such as a scheduled interview appearance that was abruptly canceled, and a book program event. Another thing that several fans observed was that Dolly hasn't shared a new full body shot in months, instead focusing on close-ups or older pictures. Fans, who are always protective, worry that this would indicate she is having physical difficulties or is recuperating from treatment, even though it could just be a matter of personal preference. Although Dolly's publicist hasn't disclosed any concerning details, the press release made frequent reference to ongoing health issues. It seemed unusual for a woman who has lived her life as an open book, sometimes literally. It was somber. Dolly's unwavering attitude. I ain't going nowhere. Dolly has not vanished, despite the worries. In a happy holiday statement, she thanked her fans for their love and support. She mentioned that she was resting up and doing just fine, sugar, and that she had a few surprises planned for next year in her unmistakably lighthearted tone. Everyone was reassured by that spark. Nevertheless, those close to her acknowledged that she is taking the time prescribed by her doctor to prioritize her health, avoid travel, and stay away from late evenings that could cause fatigue. And after a lifetime of giving, whether it is through her imagination library, music, or charitable work, Dolly has earned the right to rest. The stress of icon status. Dolly Parton is one of the most influential celebrities. She is more than just an actor, singer, or songwriter. She is a representation, a brand, a company. a benefactor, a cornerstone of country music, an asset to the country. People are instantly happy when she enters a room. People are instantly afraid when she cancels. However, Dolly has consistently been refreshingly open about the difficulties of aging. She has openly stated that she intends to look good as long as I can. Then I'll look as good as I can. Joked about her procedures and made light of her wigs. Beneath the Dolly humor, however, is a reality that she has consistently stated. I'm not made of magic. I am composed of prayers, hard effort and hope. And perhaps she needs the prayers of the entire globe right now. Inside the occasion she didn't attend. A gap that only Dolly could close, she missed a charity gala in Nashville. But it was much than just a fundraiser. It was a quintessential Dolly event. Opulent, lively, inviting, and brimming with happiness. She is the main attraction, the center of attention, and frequently the biggest donor every year. However, it felt different this year. Visitors saw a clear vacancy. The stage, which is often covered with pink lights when she makes her arrival, was left dark. Dolly's absence was sincerely acknowledged by the presenter, who urged guests to send healing wishes her way. People sensed it, the shine that's gone, the laughing that was absent. Dolly, who is missing? Her absence was felt, not just observed. What might be occurring? Details have not been released by Dolly's team, and many fans have refrained from pushing out of respect. However, several alternatives are being hinted at. 1. Persistent back pain. Dolly has been candid about her lifetime battle with back issues. It's possible that decades of performance, physically taxing tours, and repeated surgeries have made suffering worse. 2. Immune system issues and fatigue. Her constant pace is raising concerns about exhaustion and her vulnerability to disease. 3. Stress on the voice. Her voice has been beautifully preserved, but in order to avoid vocal fatigue, her team has previously conducted fewer interviews and shorter speaking engagements. 4. A new unreported process. According to some insiders, she had a minor surgery earlier this year and is recovering more slowly than anticipated. There is no proof for any of these theories. For the first time in a long time, Dolly is paying attention to her doctors, though, and that alone conveys to followers that this is a serious enough situation to warrant care. A legacy too magnificent to dim. Fans can be sure that Dolly won't allow health concerns prevent her from interacting with people. Until they roll me out in a coffin with a rhinestone lid, she has consistently stated she intends to continue working. She is aware of when to stop, though. Compared to nearly every other artist of her era, Dolly Parton has contributed more to the world. Her legacy is already certain thanks to her timeless music and her children's reading program, which currently distributes more than 200 million free books globally. Possibly, this is the reason why her retreating now feels more like grace. Take a breath. A time to recover. Dolly always has a future chapter, so she needs a minute to be ready for whatever she wants to accomplish next. The world is waiting, not under pressure, but with love. The world's concern for the woman who has lived her entire life worrying about everyone else has an almost poetic quality. Millions have been reassured, uplifted, encouraged, and supported by Dolly Parton. She has never asked for anything in return, but she has given much more. The world now has an opportunity to help her as she deals with ongoing health issues. Through affection, by being patient, with empathy, by realizing that legends, too, require rest. No explanations are being demanded by fans. They are wishing her a speedy recovery and sending prayers and supportive thoughts. Because Dolly Parton is happiness, not just another famous person. Comfort is what she is. She's at home. Millions of hearts will be waiting for the day she returns to the spotlight with that beaming Dolly smile, no matter how long it takes. Concluding remarks. A pause, not a conclusion. Unquestionably, Dolly Parton's absence from yet another occasion has caused worry, but it has also generated a surge of love that could uplift anyone's mood. Fans are aware that despite her health problems, she possesses the fortitude of a mountain lady and the faith of someone who has lived her entire life on hope. She'll overcome this. She does it every time. And the world will embrace her with open arms, rhinestones shining, hearts full and voices singing along to the exact melodies she gave us when she returns, whether that be next month, next year, or whenever she feels ready.